I'm an immigrant. I was born in Sweden. My mother was born in the United States when my grandfather was working out of Virginia. When I was 3, my mother moved me back to America. I am also the stepson of an illegal immigrant, twice deported. By sheer luck, I am acceptable, and my stepfather is an unacceptable immigrant. To me, that tells me the immigration system is broken. While the media and politicians want to fixate on the illegal immigration problem and the border crisis and illegals in the country, I feel like the bigger problem is our legal immigration system. Our legal system is slow, it's cumbersome, and it's discriminatory. According to the American Immigration Council.org, to obtain a work visa, it takes 1.5 to 3 years depending on your preferential status. And a preferential status is determined by whether you have an advanced degree or special skills that are in high need. So all those unskilled workers get sent to the bottom of the list or don't get included at all. And those are typically the people you see on the border. Additionally, we've got a quota system. It's always been part of our immigration process. And what they do is they specify a certain number of people from certain countries or regions, which historically we've preferred Western white European over Eastern European, Asian, Central or South American, or Middle Eastern. Now, a lot of these policies came from periods of prejudice and ignorance, and they've kind of continued forward. In order for someone to enter into the U.S., they typically need to have work and a sponsor. And in many times, to get sponsored, the actual immigrant has to prove that they won't be detrimental to wages and the employability of U.S. citizens, which is just crazy. That should be the onus of the employer. I believe the best way to handle the illegal immigration problem is to completely overhaul the legal immigration system. I think we have such a huge technological infrastructure that we could be using to quickly and efficiently vet everyone coming into this country. Additionally, we need to reevaluate our quota system. We need to look at our need base rather than country of origin or region and discriminating against people simply based off of the area of the world they come from. Third, I think it'd be a good idea to create a joint operation between the Department of Homeland Security, who is currently vetting these people, the Department of Labor, and U.S. businesses to create an employment portal. That way you can quickly vet them and put them and place them in jobs. The benefit for the worker is they would have fair working wages, they'd have quality working conditions, and then for the employer, they've got a vetted and background checked employee. Emma Lazarus in 1983 had a sonnet that said, "Give me you're tired, you're poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." But do we really believe that in this country anymore? Imagine all the immigrants hiding from society because we've shunned them there. Instead, what if we welcomed them into society? Imagine instead of forcing poverty onto people, we provided them education, vocation, and determination to reach the heights that most of us have the luxury to afford. Imagine instead of an unprecedented crisis at the border, we had an unprecedented boom in the economy, an unprecedented boom of innovation and culture. We can agree that illegal immigration is a problem, but I believe the best way to handle that is through the legal process. And we need to do that by creating an efficient and speedy way to get that done. Otherwise, we're just trying to stop a fire hose with a spaghetti strainer. I call on you to petition your senator or your congressman and ask them to take this issue seriously and not just flower around it. but really look at the issue and come up with a way to solidify the vetting process, to speed up the process for everyone, to make employment a large portion of it, and get rid of the quota system we've held on to for far too long. Second, I'd like for you to, when you hear the politicians and the media speak, recognize the sensationalism they use. Rather than presenting you the facts, they're presenting you something to pull on your heartstrings instead. And lastly, I'd ask that you keep an open mind to people who are different than you, and also view their journey with an empathetic heart. Thank you.